What's up guys, welcome back and welcome to some AMS2 and Project Cars 2. Now today, finally, what we're going to do is compare Automobilista 2 with Project Cars 2. I've been wanting to make this for a while now, and I do believe that the updates are like far enough on to do a good comparison, because they both do use the same engine and they use the Madness engine. And if I remember rightly, the GT1 cars on P Cars 2 are actually quite well done, if I remember rightly, so I thought these are like good cars to compare them. We're going to take them to Donington, so what we'll do is we'll do a 10-minute race at Donington on each game, but we're going to be in this, the Porsche 911 GT1. It's got about 570 brake horsepower. Now this has got the Metzger engine in it. So this is where the engine for the GT3 originated. Well, the block did anyway. This has got a turbocharger on it though, to give it that extra oomph. But yeah guys, put your seatbelts on. Let's get over to Donington. Right then, the lights are up. Give it a rev for that Metzger engine. Please flick it into first gear. Light the rears up. Here we go. All 570 brake horsepower. The AMS2. It's going to be an interesting comparison though, isn't it? Just to see how like the differences are between them both, because they both do use the same engine, the Mad engine, or the slightly Mad Studios. But I just thought I'd pick Donington because these cars did actually race here, and B, I just really did enjoy driving this in Project Cars. But I tell you one thing, we will be turning the penalties off in it. Anyway, oh, little lock up there actually in third gear. But oh, that turbo sounds brilliant. I love the sound of that turbo in third gear. This is the GP circuit Donington as well, so it's the full version of it. But these GT1 cars, absolutely, I do really enjoy driving these cars, especially on AMS2. AMS2 for me is what Project Cars 2 should have been all along. Project Cars 2 had so much potential, but it just... Oh, bloody... Sorry, mate. That was craziness. I don't know what happened there. Like, my brakes didn't work. Never mind. Project Cars 2, it had so much potential. And when I first found out that Automobilista was using that engine, I thought, oh no, what have they done? I thought they were in for a world of trouble there. And a lot of people thought the same. A lot of people won't even try it because of that. Because they've had such a bad time with Project Cars. But I tell you one thing, I don't know what Slightly Mad Studio were thinking, bringing Project Cars 3 the way they did. But actually I do know what they were thinking. It was just a cash grab from EA, wasn't it? Because I think EA bought Slightly Mad Studios. I think they did, I could be wrong, but it was just a cash grab. Oh, we've got more contact there. You'd think this was Project Cars, wouldn't you? But it's not. The Mercedes went up the inside. We've got somebody on the inside again as well, I think. We're going to have to leave room. Feed the power in nice and gently. Oh, a little kick oversteers. We've got back on the power there. I think, oh, that purple Porsche looks beautiful though, doesn't it? Can we send it up the inside? Last of the late breakers, I was thinking about it. Down into second gear, use all the curb we can. But they're quite fast here, the AI. Really fast. On the brakes, down into second gear, get it in, get the nose in on the power, nice and up, a little bit of an over rotation on the power actually, but we're sorting it out. Let's put that inside line down to second. It's quite a hard turn that because it's blind. On the power, feed it, now flat, nice. There with 10th position. That Mercedes is very quick though, it is the quickest out of the three. Oh, he's just whacked with on the power nice and gently there. Sometimes I think these cars are a little bit too fast for this track. A little bit, but they did actually race here. Formula 1 actually raced here, but get it in, oh, that was on the limit there. You can't go through there much quicker than that. We are called. Nice. Down, oh, listen to that turbo though, it sounds nuts, doesn't it? But, oh, a little bit of a messy drive so far, but on the power nice and up. You've seen the rear come round on with it. Just the right amount of throttle actually. worked out pretty decent. But I prefer the other version of Donington, like the one where it goes right. I just think it's got a better flow to it. This bit of the track, it's just, this bit's alright, but so we just send it up the inside there. We absolutely sent it. Another unsportsmanlike conduct. Sorry, mate. I am trying down into second, get it in a nice wide line actually. Leave room on the inside and feed the power in nicely into third, then let it eat. A flat six, next got turbocharged engine. Whoa, flying. I feel like we're on it here actually. On the power, a little bit of oversteer. Just a nice bit of oversteer actually. With this bit, I love this bit when you fly down here, just flying on it. You're in six for like 2 seconds. Get it in, oh, I nearly overshot it. Using all the track here, aren't we? All the curb to get away with anyway. But I am quite interested to see how they compare. I haven't drove project cars for ages, so I'm looking forward to going back and having a go of it, if I'm being honest. Like I say, I really enjoy project cars too. It has got some really good cars on it. But what they're trying to do is they're trying to do too much. You know, like they've got too many cars on it that just don't feel right. In the curbs, they just, from what I can remember, they just suck you off and spit you off the track. You can't really use the curbs like you can on this. But that's what we're going to test, you know. Go up the inside. And the power, nice big kick oversteer. Big kick oversteer there. Right then. Come and send up the inside. Maybe get that inside line. Oh, big bit of contact. I'll tell you what, guys, let's have a listen to this flat six engine. You know. On it here, we are on it like a cork bonnet. Oh, massive lock up there though. Try leaving it in third, maybe I needed second gear there. Third, was off the boost. Anyway, fly down this pit. I love this bit. Into sixth, try fourth. Actually going to need third. A little bit of understeer there. But we're in 8th position. We're actually doing quite well. Really well. Down into third gear. Oh, clip the bollards. Actually, didn't want to be doing that. But I am actually really looking forward to going over the project cars and see how it actually stacks up against this title. I'm surprised more people out there haven't made more videos comparing them. There's actually not a lot. I've only found like about 2 videos that people are actually really comparing it. Like, I don't know if I found one actually back to back. Really don't. Come and center at the inside. Master late breakers nicely. Get the nose in on the power nicely. Wait for the turbo. Nice. Running out of fuel. I don't know if we've got enough fuel. The fuel lights on. Oh, I hope we've got enough fuel to get to the end. It's going to be like 2 laps, maybe even 3 laps left. Oh my god. I hope we've got enough fuel. We're in 6. We're doing really well. Watch, we're going to run out of fuel, aren't we? But if we do run out of fuel, at least we know we've done enough to get a good comparison anyway, so it doesn't really matter too much if we do run out of fuel. I'm really happy with how we're driving now. Oh, I went to, ooh, that was risky, that, like, you don't want to be much wider than that there. You're really going 5th gear, peg, down into 3rd, chuck it in, wait for the throttle now, flat, into 4th gear. Oh look, that base gear though sounds brilliant, doesn't it? That was a bit leery coming back on the power there. Got the Mercedes up with trumpet as well. Brake about there. Down into 2nd gear. Using all the curbing that you can. But down at this, but this bit's tricky because when you're going downhill, when you go on the brakes, it's very easy to lock your brakes. It's so easy to lock your brakes up there and go too deep. We've just done a perfect example. Just been whacked by the Mercedes as well. The brakes, nice and early. This corner's very blind. Oh, that's a total wrong line, really. That. Right, I would have thought this will be this will not be the last lap. So there's 2 laps left. I didn't think we'd get 10 laps done in 10 minutes. Oh, we've just been clobbered. What an idiot! What you doing, mate? Like, what the hell was that? He's totally got clobbered from behind there. That wasn't our fault at all. That Mercedes has been hounding with ages though. See you later. I mean, look, he's just made it worse for himself, hasn't he? You know what I mean? What an idiot. What an absolute idiot. Down to 3rd. Get it in. That's on the limit through there. Oh, bollocks. That's some Project Cars 2 stuff, that. Unsportsmanlike. That was the racing line, mate. Nah, maybe he was taking the biscuit a little bit, but quite a tricky car to get the best out of, even though this is the easiest car to drive out of all of them. I do think it's the hardest to drive out of them. What have I got my force feedback on? Force feedback actually feels quite light. Down 4 cogs. Maybe it's 3rd, let's try 3rd. I think 3rd was okay actually. I don't know, I'm surprised we haven't run out of fuel though. Right, whoa, so we'll just set it up the inside there. On the power nicely. Oh. We're getting clobbered all over the place here. This is not a good representation of the AI, is it? Considering we're putting it up against Project Cars 2. Or it's either fitting for the video, you know. But the general idea that AI actually do race well, it's mainly just me being a rubbish driver actually. Right, we're on the power. In the 3rd on. This will be the final lap, but we've done 10 laps. I didn't think we'd get 10 laps. Granted, they are quite short laps though. On the power nicely there. Oh, that was lovely there. Absolutely on the limit, but bumper to bumper with the Mercedes. Let's drop the cog down into 3rd gear. Feed the power in nicely, gently. There with the let it in. There's a lot of blind corners on Donington, isn't there? Donington's actually a really popular circuit though, isn't it? But I know a lot of yous out there love it. I think that's mainly from Gamer Muscle, because that's all he seems to drive is Donington. All he drives is Donington. I'd be a bit bored when it, like, I like to change tracks. Oh, big kick oversteer there though. I like to jump about and drive different tracks. Oh, so we just go around the out. Oh, that was not the way to do that, but we tried. God loves a try, you know. We'll give it a whirl. Down in the 2nd, we're finishing 15th, but that was because of that idiot in the Mercedes though. He just totally spoiled the race. But gives her a good grasp of what the AMS is all about though. But great fun at the same time. Let's just have a quick look at this replay then before we get on to Project Cars 2. But as you can see though, like, you know, that was I have drove a hell of a lot better in the past, but like, it's what is a shock to me is coming to a really fast car like this, because I've been driving a lot of slower cars, you know, and when I come into something like this, it's quite hard to race and drive good at it. But this is a great car though, but this is the most stable out of the 3. I think do you know what it is? McLaren's my favourite to drive, but the Porsche's my favourite. If that, I don't know, that might not make sense. Porsche is my favourite, but McLaren's are my favourite to drive, but I just thought we'd quickly check out a little bit of the replay before we get on to Project Cars 2. Oh, there was just slam bang wallop. This should be titled Crash Bang Wallop, shouldn't it? I was just sending everybody, but you know what it is? We got sent flying as well though, but massive lock up from the brakes there. We'll just watch a lap or so. Oh, that is a lap. Yeah, we'll watch a little bit more, but yeah guys, AMS2, I just think it's getting better and better. There's still a lot of updates to come, you know. Like, I think they're bringing out the classic version of Spa at some point, but that makes sense because Project Cars has got it. But what I'm hoping is, I hope to bring Le Mans, because that's on Project Cars as well. So all of the like, when they're using the same engine, all the like, the layouts there. So yeah guys, that was the MS2. Look at that man, wheel to wheel action. I am planning on making a video with the Mercedes at some point as well. It's an absolute beast, that thing. It's a little bit stuck me there, like, but yeah guys, I'll tell you what, let's get over to Project Cars 2. So moving on to Project 2's guys, I just thought we'd check here, just check out the showroom, you know. Now what is, you might be able to see a few little, like, I can't think of the right word, but it's very similar the way they use the showroom, you know. But this great lovely Porsche model, brilliantly. I think the colour tones might look a bit better though in certain areas, like the wheels, the gold on the wheels and that sort of stuff looks brilliant. But yeah guys, put your sim belts back on, let's get back to Donington. Right guys, the lights are up, clutch in, into first, ready for some beaning. Let's give this thing some money, off we go, light the rears up, just getting some contact from behind. Now the AI can be a little bit dodgy on Project Cars, so let's just take our time while they gather the thoughts. But straight away, first thing I'm going to say about the force feedback is, I've got a lot more weight in it, a hell of a lot more weight, but I'm not getting as much as in like track surface detail. There is a lot more what I would like, but the force feedbacks, it's actually decent. But look at the AI there, they're just absolutely nuts. I'm actually going to turn the force feedback down a little bit. Third gear into fourth, oh, feel it oversteer there, nearly lost the car big time as we come over there, right, on the brakes. Got a couple of cogs, take one of them up the inside nicely. Right, I'm going to feed the power in, nice and gentle. I can feel the rear end wanting to get away from us all the time, right. No traction control or nothing. I'm not sure, I think it has got ABS, but look at that man, you just see that oversteer. Right, into fourth. The engine sound though is very quiet. I don't think it sounds half as good as the MS. The MS2, you get a much better like sound of the turbo, and just the engine in general sounds better. You know, this car is famed for having that Metzger engine, you know, what powers the Porsche 911 GT3. This is where this engine originated, but I'm just not getting that sound from it. But let's get on the brakes, down in a second. Tricky little bit of the circuit this. I do actually prefer the other version of this circuit, the one that cuts that where you turn right at the end of the, I can't explain it very well. I do have brain farts a lot when I'm making these videos. I can hear a car at the inside of it though. But here's a little tip for you as well guys on Project Cars. The tyre sounds, you know, when you like the tyres are scrubbing, I don't like the way the tyres sound. I've turned that right down and it sounds so much better, but I'm sure I've got somebody up the inside where I can hear that car rumbling away behind me. It's actually quite intimidating. But GT3 cars on this track are actually, I mean GT1 cars, these GT1 cars are actually quite hard to drive at this track. I just feel like these are too, I don't feel like Donington's like a good enough track to get like really fast cars on it. I think it suits slower type of cars, but all I can hear is that Mercedes from behind me, right, let's yeet it in. Get on the power nice and early. Nice, that wasn't bad though. But we've got a little bit of a train behind me on the brakes. It's late as we're there. Let's get down to first gear. Oh, I see the rear end of the car there, Rose. I'm on the limit of grip, I'm on my limit, but I'm actually struggling to keep up here. A little bit anyway. Right, into first gear, that wasn't bad though. Right, feed it, and it's short shift into second, and into third. I don't know, I do enjoy this game though, Project Cars 2, like, it's got such a great track selection, there's so many tracks you can choose from. It's got such a great car selection as well, but I just think Slightly Mad Studios bit off a little bit more than they can chew. You know, they try to do too much in one game, and there's just, I don't know, I just think they struggled a bit. But Automobilista 2, I think that shows what this could have been. You know, I think this is brilliant though. I still do I always enjoy coming back to it. Now if it turns out you like this video, I am planning on making some more Project Cars 2 videos. Like, cause there is some great cars on here, like the Group C cars. I love the Group C cars. Like, a lot of the prototypes feel good, even the 2016, like Toyota and Porsche, they feel great as well. Oh, on the limit there, but I'm surprised we didn't get a slowdown penalty there though. Into fourth, right, getting the brakes nice and early. We're not making much headroom, but it doesn't matter on the power now. But I can't hear the engine very good at all. I really can't. Right, down into second gear, get into first. That Mercedes looks brilliant, doesn't it? But look at all the GT1 cars that you have got on here as well. Look, you've got pretty much them all. The Toyota GT1, that's another one I love. Where on the AMS2 you've only got 3. So here's the Ferrari F50 as well. Oh, light the rears up as we come out of turn 1. I love this little bit down here, it's so fast. Just flying, just chuck it in. I can hear that Mercedes behind me though, it's very intimidating. Down to second, nice, that was better actually. That was better. On the next lap, I think we'll have a quiet one and have a listen to what you can hear of this engine. You can't really hear it much though. That's one thing I'm very... Oh, big kick over steer. But I tell you what it does, you can't tell that it's from the same people. Like, I mean, that it's using the same engine. There is a lot of similarities there in the way it feels. But yet again, it's so different. The MS2 just feels so much better, really. It does. Oh, that was I cut that really bad. But I still enjoy this for what it is. But just the MS2, you know, like, I believe that is what this should have been and could have been. And the power nice and smoothly. Into third. Like, very tricky bit this, but I'm locking up nearly every time I hit the brakes. Right, then feed the power nice and gently there. That wasn't bad though. Anyway guys, let's have a listen. Be nudge.
3 minutes remaining. Pace is steady and consistent. We just need a bit more now. Come on, dig deep. minutes to go. One minute to go.
And we're back. Oh guys, I'm sorry about that. I just totally lost it. This goes to show I just haven't got the confidence in the car like I did have on the MS2. I just have not got the confidence at all, really. It's not the Sims game's fault, it's my fault. It's just down to my skill. But it has been a while since I've played this, so it'll probably take a while before I can get back on the limits of the car. But that Mercedes behind me was just so intimidating. That engine I could hear behind me, it was just growling up from behind me. But this is going to give a good enough idea. You know, I've put them back to back, and this is my honest opinion. Look at the way the curb was just sucking us off there. That I don't like that feeling from it. That was one of the big problems with this. Can I get on the power there? But just whoa, see the curb, it was sucking us off again. But it is good for what it is, you know. Like there is a lot of great cars still on here. I'm thinking about making a video with the Indy car, because the Indy car on here is actually a really decent car if I remember rightly. And some Group C's, probably at Sugo. We're gonna have to get some Group C's on the go. On the power, because look, yeah, oh, that was the wrong button. How long is left? This could be the last lap actually. Oh, right, get it in, feed the power in. That's either it or that's the last lap. Yeah, that's it. Right, so let's quickly check out this replay. Guys, I'm sorry about that race. It just went Pete Tong at the end. I just totally lost it, the car. I just have not got the confidence in the car like I did have on the MS2. On the MS2, I just feel so much more connected to the tyres, where I really feel like I can push and lean on the tyres and they'll stick. Where this, it's just more vigorous, like that limited grip's a lot harder to find. But look, the AI are a bit stupid. Look, you can see they're just a bit idiotic. But you can actually have some good races with the AI. But it is great to come back to Project Cars 2, and I do. If you do like this, I will make some more videos. Let us know in the comments what you think. It was a great little comparison, but listen, AMS2 is what this could have been and should have been. Like, there's just too many silly little faults in Project Cars 2 that should have been rectified. Like, but hey ho, I really enjoyed it. I had fun. I was a bit miffed that I lost the car big time at the end of that lap, but what's so good about Project Cars is the selection of cars. I mean, you've got all the GT1 cars are here, and the selection of tracks is just brilliant. There's nearly every track you can think of. The only ones that aren't here is Road Atlanta, and there's a couple more I just can't think of them, but 90% of the best tracks in the world are on this game. But the graphics are great, you know, just in some ways it looks better than the MS2 graphically. It really does, but great fun at the same time. Right then guys, I'll leave you with another lap or so of this replay. Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to love yous and leave yous. Peace from the Northeast. Doodles.